Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to start on the catch cans. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and the post notification bell to stay up to date with these builds. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright boys, we have a package here. There we go. Stainless steel. Alright, so it just hit me that the 15 by 20 actually needs to be bigger by 4 mil that way and that way to account for the sides, like the front and the bottoms, tops, because the 2 mil thickness of the piece. Alrighty guys. So I've marked up 5 pieces. This section here can be used as a baffle. Alrighty boys, I'm back. It's the next day and it's 8:30 or so. Oh, 20 to 9. I'm going to cut up one of these and see how it looks. Also boys, I have ordered more 10AN load-ons. So I've got 3 more of these coming, and I think 3 more of these coming. So with this little slush pot thing, I'm going to be using these ones. I think I'll be using 2, maybe 2 and that one. Anyways, so I've done my first little scribe. I stopped here and I stuffed up here, but I remember what happened last time when I was doing this. I blew a hole in my top, which was that one there, so I might check that out and put it back on, otherwise I'm going to be getting sparks into my guts. So yep, keep at it. Whew. Alright, that was like 3 to 4 passes to get through that. But I think I did alright. I'm going to cut this one here, and these 2 little fellas out. Alrighty guys, cut out the 5 and I stuffed it up. Which isn't too bad because it's only this one. Yeah. It was the last bit, and it's a little bit bigger than 6.5, so I need to trim that down. However, it's 200 mil when I should have this the 204, so it's the same length. Yeah. So then, because it's not the same length, I've allowed the 2 mil on both ends. That means that one should be longer. So I've only done one. All I need to do is to carry this line across and we'll be all good. And then with this one, I just need to extend it to that extra 4 mil, and which should be okay. So not too bad. I will just have to make 4 on here. That's okay, because for this one I could use this for the baffles, so it doesn't really matter. Didn't really lose any material from it. I do need to clean up these edges though. Noticed on here they're not very straight. You can probably see that. There's a bit of cleaning up to do. They're not magnetized. I thought stainless steel was. Alrighty boys, got them cut out. As you can see, it's got the extra 4mm on there. So I'm just cutting those two out of that piece. It's fine. Yeah, I'm going to trim up all the edges, so deburr them. Use the flappy disc over there. Just going to chuck that onto the grinder. And not the grinder you're thinking of. Anyways, I'll clean up all these edges too. Make sure they're true and straight, and then we'll chuck them together. Yeah, being 304, it's not magnetic. I was just using the magnets to actually hold it all together. No, you'll see how I set it up. Anyway, I'm going to clean up the edges and we'll come back after that. Alright guys, just tacked on my first one and already stuffed up. Shiny side on the inside, but that's alright. If I just run over it with the angle grinder, it gets shiny on the outside too. Oh good, oh good. So yeah, use the magnets to get it to a 90 degrees. Try to do it on this side. Yeah, I'll be able to do it on this side too. So yeah, these long ones are the same height, so it works out alright. Alright, got 3 sides. Right boys, that's me done for tonight. I'm gonna head in. Got confirmation on the weld-ons. They should be here on Friday at the earliest. Not really too concerned, because for this one I'm going to be using these. So yeah, all the new weld-ons that are coming in are for the actual catch cans for the head and the block. Alright guys, chopped them out, got a bit of cleaning up to do. Oh my god, I'm so hot. I'm cutting that down, sitting there. So, not much material left on them. I'll get the flap disc on there and clean them up. And be kind of good as new. Right boys, this second dot down. I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and drill that out. Make it big enough. And yeah, get that tacked on. Alright boys, there's my first weld. We're going to flip it and rotate it and everything, so we're not concentrating on heat in one area, one piece. There we go. Over to this side, do that one. Keep flipping it over. You know how it is. Alright, here's my third weld. It's going okay. Moth flew into my hood. It was flapping around in my face. Nearly burnt a hole in it. And kept going. That's where the tack was. I needed to get more metal and then finish it off. Okay boys, all 8 welds are done. Yeah, like a professionals. No, not at all. Oh, that's hot. Alrighty guys, back. It's Saturday now, so obviously I didn't get an episode out. However, my 10 AM bungs showed up yesterday, like they said they would. It's pretty cool. So I might actually use these ones on the little slosh pot for the Scavenger. So they look the best, and second-hand ones will be on the catch cans, because these ones need to be sealed properly, so I'll have a lot of liquid going through them. So, whereas catch cans will hopefully just have vapor. So, we'll clean this up and start drilling some holes for the bungs. Got 2 fully charged batteries, so let's get to it. It's smoking. That drill bit is pretty blunt. So before I go ahead and weld on one of the bungs, I need to work out what hoses and fittings I'm actually using, because I've swapped them around quite a few times just to get it out. I need to work out like the length and whatnot. So make sure all the lines have the right fittings on them. So this one here will be my return into the sump. Now it was before when that was attached to the Scavenger pump. So I know it'll fit the length. I just need to get a fitting for it, which is what we're doing now, working out which fittings I've got. So what bungs I need to weld on. I know I'm going to use this 45 for one of the head breathers, so that's out of the question. So that means that frees up a straight one. I have a 90, so I'll probably use that one. I need to move the hoses around actually. Alrighty boys, just to make it a bit easier, I'm going to jack the front of the car up, which will hopefully push the oil to the back of the sump, so when I undo the return to the sump, I don't leak oil all over the ground like I've done many times before. How's this, guys? Using my little stepper drill to get to, well, this is both of them. So that's the male one, female. Alright, using my stepper drill. I have a hole saw for metal that's 25mm, which is where I need to get to. However, the drill bit is stuck in that one, which is the 38. Gotta find it. Have another attempt at getting the drill bit out of the hole saw to make things a lot quicker. Alright, so I've got both the lines draining. This is the one that's coming from the sump. This is originally the vacuum for the catch cans, so that'll go back to that because it's the right length. And it's got the right fittings on both ends. I think I'm actually draining the sump, getting a bit of oil coming out. Yeah, so that'll go back onto the intake side. So make sure I give that a good clean. I'm just going to suck up a lot of oil. So this one doesn't have anything on it. That's why it's onto the Scavenger pump. So we might have to use a female for the one that I'm doing right now. I think that works out best for a female to go here. Just going to do. I've got the templates and I've got them all the fittings here. So I've been drawing them. I'm going to place them there. See what I've got left over. To what I can use. So these two here. This is the block breather. This is the head breather. These two will go to the intake to make a vacuum for them. We have male in coming from the right hand head, female from the left hand. Alright guys, so we've got 9 fittings altogether. It's a lot of hose going around. Whew. Alright, if I am going to drill another hole for the block, I don't have a fitting to put on. I've got 9 there. So we've got male for the return, male for the overflow, male for the breather, female for the in from the scavenger, a male from the head, female from the head, back to intake for vacuum, back to intake for vacuum, to the block. Yeah. So these two will be linked somehow. So I've got to work out if I'm gonna what I'm gonna do there. Yeah. So with the breather, I might just put a filter on there for now, or I'll put like a 90 degrees and I'll go into the inner guard and have a filter on it. So hopefully we're not getting the stink of the oil, because it's slopping around in there. You are going to get the smell of it. Oh yeah, draining the sun. Alright, finally got it to where I'm happy. Might be about a mil gap. Pretty good. I've cleaned it up, ready for welding. I'm not going to weld it just yet. I'm going to put in the drain side. So that will be onto this one. So we need a male. Get it to the lowest point I can. And done. It's like 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Clean up the edges. Perfect. Awesome. So yeah, we've got a little bit in there. That's alright. It's like really good. Alright, so I'm going to do some welding after lunch, but now I'm going to make a AN line, the one for the return. Just lube it up. Hopefully this goes on alright. Nope. It's a bit frustrating doing these lines. I pushed it all the way in. Get this fella. Push that in. Starting to grip. It's a lot easier if you got a vise. Do you remember where my vise is, Marley?
No.
Grandma and Poppy's.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Done. Hopefully that's all good. That can swivel. Sweet. Right, so we'll go put this on the Forester. So we're going to take the other one off. So you can take the small one out.
Whooping.
So we're going to get under the cone. Just leaf it up. Hopefully there's no oil in this. Nope. good. We'll get this on. So I'll actually put it down to the top, which is over here. Do that way. So come down here and get her on. Hopefully it's, yep. Make sure we're all good there. It's not fouling on anything. All good. So yeah, it's a bit too long. Hey guys, both the bungs are on. Not the cleanest. Alright, time to do the baffle. So we're going to go grab the other piece, which is in the back of the Forester, and make sure we get the height right. Keep kicking this screen apart. Needs to go in the car. Just cut it down. It's looking pretty good. Both ends are at the height, so you take this backing off, clean it up. I'm thinking something like that. Have a little bit more space down the bottom for the oil, so that will hopefully come down. I'm going to put a hole at the bottom here, so it can fill up if it needs to. I'll just use the 25mm hole saw. And, if anything gets up there, it will drain down into there. So, all good. Well, 25mm hole saw is dead. And yes, it's a metal one. So we got the top one done. It's pretty messy because chewed all the teeth off it. We'll clean that up. I'll weld a male one on, and both my batteries are pretty much dead, so that's hot. I need new gloves too. Look, got a hole. I'll weld this in to get a hole in that. So while I'm waiting for the batteries to charge up, I'll weld that in, and we can do the hole up here. Wow, there was some bad welds on that. Yep, there's gaps. So yeah, it's going to be able to get through anyway, but it shouldn't be squirting through into the breather, so should be alright. Just need to do one last one here, and weld on this one. Look, this is going to be the overflow here, right? But we're going to have some major issues if we've got oil coming out of there. That's more of a breather for the Scavenger system from the other side. So we've got the breather coming off here, which will also vent the pressure from here, up here and out. So it'll just be a gravity feed down into the sump, so it's not pressurizing the sump. So if it pressurizes the sump, then it pressurizes the block breather system and the head breather system, and we get lots of smoke going on. Probably end up getting oil going past the rings and everything. I think that's what we had before. That's why she was so smoky. So hopefully doing this is going to help. Alright guys, got all the bungs on. This last one was horrible. The hole saw went on me, and just blowing a hole in it with the TIG torch. So it didn't turn out very good, as you can see. But I have cleaned up everything, so there's nothing in there that can fall off or whatever. So it's time to put the side onto it. Whew. There we have it guys, all welded up. I'll probably end up hitting it with the flap disc, making it all nice and smooth, getting rid of these ones here as well, and this one here. Yeah, it's all done. The weld, yeah, it was on this side, so that looks nice. That'll be the front side, so yeah, probably won't be able to see it because the light's like right up against it, but yeah, it's come up alright. Yeah. It needs a little bit of work still, but I've got a lot of footage to edit. So if you like this episode guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe and the post notification bell, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next episode. Bye.